In this video, we're going to discuss the meanings of the words expression and evaluate, and then we'll work through a simple example where we evaluate an expression. To start, an expression is a combination of numbers and variables using mathematical operations. So let's write that down. An expression is a combination of numbers and variables using mathematical operations, or basic operations being addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So some examples. We could see something like 5x minus 7 halves y plus 3. We could also see something like length times width. That's a common one we see in geometry for the area of a rectangle. We could also see something like 8x squared. When I mentioned the operations, I mentioned addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Exponentiation is grouped in there in that it's just repeated multiplication. Many more that we can do. And now, looking at what it means to evaluate an expression, all of these have variables given. And so when we evaluate an expression, we determine its value for when given the values of the variables within it. So if we look at that, to an evaluated expression is to calculate its value by replacing its variables with specific numbers. So let's jot that down. To evaluate an expression, going to find its value, and so we'll do that by calculating it. To evaluate an expression is to calculate its value by replacing its variables with specific numbers. So for all of the examples we gave before, we could find the value of those expressions for given values of their variables, and we would do that by replacing those variables with the specific numbers we're given. So let's look at this simple example below. Evaluate the expression 4x minus 1 for x equals 5. So we're going to calculate the value of this expression when x is 5, and we'll do that by replacing that variable x with 5. So writing this out, 4x minus 1, and I'm going to replace x with 5. So I'll have 4 times 5 minus 1. And now we'll go through and simplify that. 4 times 5 is 20, so I have 20 minus 1, and now subtracting those two, I'm going to get 19. So the value of the expression 4x minus 1 when x equals 5 is 19. And so by evaluating that expression 4x minus 1 for x equals 5, I've determined its value for that given numerical value of the variable.